Are you wondering what is the healthiest diet to eat for yourself and your family? Well, look no further. In this video, we're going to be taking a closer look at the diet rated #1 by US News and World Report for the 6th year in a row. I'm going to explain to you why this diet has been voted #1 for so many years, and we'll take a closer look at what makes it unique. And I'm going to leave you with 3 things you have to understand that are essential to doing it right. And pay attention, because the third one is my absolute favorite, and I know you're gonna love it. Hey there, if you're new here or if you've been here before, welcome back. I'm Dr. Anna. I am a medical doctor who is trained in Italy in the heart of the Mediterranean region. I am passionate about healthy eating and living, and I want to bring you all of the essential information you need to eat and live as well as possible. Okay, so drum roll please. The best diet, the #1 diet is none other than the Mediterranean diet. Now, what actually makes a diet considered the healthiest on the planet? Well, of course, there are many different ways of eating, and don't be fooled. There is more than one diet that could be healthy, but what makes this diet stand out of the crowd is its ability to help prevent so many diseases that plague our modern society. Things like obesity, type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease and hypertension, even cancer, and its ability to support living a very long life. Now, all of those things are really nice, but when it comes down to it, this is my take. I think the best diet is the one that you can stick to. Now, why does that make sense? Well, if a diet is amazing, but it's not sustainable, meaning people can jump on the bandwagon and follow it for 2, 3, 4, 6, or even 12 months, great, they're gonna have a really healthy year. But what about year 2, year 3, year 10? This diet is so successful because it's sustainable, one that you can live into for many years. That's really where all of the benefits are coming into play, is when we're able to follow something for a long period of time. So the Mediterranean diet, being that it's really not so much a diet, you're not necessarily counting any calories, you're not counting macros, you're not calculating every last thing that you ate, it's sustainable. You can live this way. People have been living this way for hundreds, if not thousands of years. So it comes as no surprise why critics are raving about this diet. So if you're really excited about this diet and you're ready to give it a shot, I'm going to give you a quick overview of everything that you need to understand in order to start this diet tomorrow. Now, if you are looking for a deeper dive in the Mediterranean diet in terms of what exact foods you're meant to eat, I suggest watching this video right here, where I break it down into a little bit more information, more detail, so that you can explore more ways and more foods to eat on this diet plan. Okay, so here's basically the 30-second overview. The Mediterranean diet is a whole foods diet that is plant-based. What that means is the most of the diet are foods that come from plants. So these are vegetables, fruits, nuts and seeds, legumes. So these are things like beans or lentils. And instead, this diet has less things that come from animals. So we're talking about dairy products, anything that comes from milk, eggs, fish, meat, and then processed foods are at a minimum. By the way, if you are finding this video useful so far, and I really hope that you are, please subscribe to my channel, because there is so much more goodness coming your way. Now, if you're not just satisfied with my 30-second overview of generally what's in the diet, I want you to recognize that there are these 3 essential components that you must understand in order to properly adopt a Mediterranean diet approach to eating. And these are things that you might not have thought of before, because they're often de-emphasized in other eating plans or diets. But I have to tell you, they are my favorite part of the Mediterranean diet, because it brings the human aspect into it. So let's break these down. What is #1? #1 thing you need to understand about the Mediterranean diet is its focus on quality of ingredients. Now, if you've ever been to the Mediterranean region, maybe in Spain, southern France, Italy, Greece, or even Turkey, these are really food-centric cultures, and they pride themselves on eating high-quality foods and high-quality ingredients. And that is the secret to a lot of the bursting flavors that you get from these dishes. A focus on quality also is supporting its nutritional value and its taste. And we know that we're human. We like things that taste good. Okay, so what's the second thing you need to understand about the Mediterranean diet? It's that the Mediterranean diet is very versatile. It is adaptable to your dietary preferences. So let's say you like eating meat. You can eat meat. Let's say you like eating dairy and you don't need to avoid lactose or milk products. You can eat those things. Or maybe you're a vegetarian and you don't want to have meat. You don't have to. Are you keto and you're trying to consume mostly fat? You can try that out. You can do it. What about a paleo or like a whole foods approach to it? You can do those things too. What's so cool about the Mediterranean diet is you can adapt it to the way you want to eat. And that might be for health reasons, it might be for economic reasons, or ecologic reasons. Maybe you're thinking about what's sustainable for the planet. Whichever way you like to eat, the Mediterranean diet can be adopted to fit your preferences. This even includes things like very restrictive diets, like gluten-free diets, vegan diets, or diets that follow religious preferences, like halal or kosher. Okay, so are you ready for my third and favorite thing about the Mediterranean diet? Here it is. It's that it is supportive of social, slower meals. Now, why do I like this so much? Well, first of all, we know that an essential aspect of healthy digestion is giving ourselves enough time to actually digest. Digestion is the process that food is moving through our GI tract or our gastrointestinal tract from the top to the bottom. And if we don't give ourselves enough time to allow pausing, letting that process be really slow, we're not allowing our nervous system, something called our parasympathetic nervous system, to do its thing, fire and submit signals to the stomach to allow really important components of our digestive process, things like digestive juices and enzymes, to be readily available so that we can actually absorb the nutrition of our food, the vitamins, the minerals, the other healthy anti-inflammatory components. If we are eating too fast, we are not allowing that process to properly occur, and we are missing out on the most important thing that's happening, which is getting nutrition into our body, into our bloodstream, and into our cells of our organs. And now, why do I also love this aspect of the Mediterranean diet so much? Well, it's because humans like to eat with other humans. We've always been social creatures. We gather around meals, whether it's for different times of the season, such as like harvest festivals that are in so many different cultures around the world, or religious holidays and festivals. We like to celebrate with food. Birthdays, New Year's, babies are born, people are graduating, even funerals. Often, food is a core component of our way of celebrating, no matter what country or culture you come from, no matter what your religious practice is. Food is often involved, and it's often involved in a social setting, and the Mediterranean diet emphasizes these social meals. It is really an important part of our mental well-being as well as our overall health. So here's my question for you. Have you tried any aspect of the Mediterranean diet before? If so, comment below. Tell me, how did that go for you? Have you tried out taking on more of a whole foods approach to eating? Things like whole grains, vegetables, and fruits as the core components of your diet? Or maybe you've tried out eating more slowly and eating in a social setting. Comment below. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your experiences so we can elaborate on it and we can touch on the things that are really going well for you guys and things that are harder for you. Now, if you are still liking this content, please like it, give it a thumbs up, and share it with somebody else who can really benefit from this information. Knowledge should be shared. We should not keep it to ourselves, and this information is so impactful to your health and well-being. Now, if you're hooked and you know you are ready to start the Mediterranean diet now, I want you to consider watching this video right here where I'm going to talk about cooking with olive oil versus butter, things that you need to think about and things that you need to know about these different oils and how they're going to affect your health. Go ahead, jump in, and I'll see you over there.